What do you say, baseball fans? Rye Bread talking baseball, episode 39. The East-West bill is settled for now. And you've got 4 of the 5 teams within a half game of the wild card: Houston, Toronto, Cleveland, New York, and Tampa Bay. If you want to take it one step further, you could add Seattle to the mix. Cleveland, the only outlier in that group. And we've been following all the way through. Houston has won 6 in a row. Toronto's just as hot. They're right on their heels. Cleveland's been faltering and are heading over to play the Angels, who are coming back from the East Coast. And the Indians have been in West Coast time for a while, even though they've been losing. Dropped a hard one with Beebs on the mound for them. I think they're going to be laser focused, and I've got them. We'll talk about it later. I'm taking 2 today. We're going to get at the umpires here for just a minute. Not for long, just for a minute. And then, of course, mark it down for tomorrow. Houston at Oakland starts on Tuesday. Javier at Minaya. That is going to be epic. They're stealing the show from the Mets and Braves, who are going to have the place to themselves tonight. It's a limited slate, and you've got Walker and Fried, and I'm telling you, the numbers are all for the Mets here. I'm taking the first 5 at plus 132. Walker, 2.2 ERA, 1.02 whip in 41 innings, been fantastic. Max Fried has not put it together in 22 innings so far, 6.55 Ernie and a 1.73 whip. Mets are hungry. They didn't play that poorly all the time. The Rays were just red hot. So, I don't know. The Mets need one. Fried has not been pitching well. Walker's been excellent. So I'm going Mets here first 5 plus 132. And then we're backing it up with Cleveland at the Angels plus 123 for Cleveland. You would expect that maybe a little higher, but the pitching matchup, 2 lefties, it's kind of a wash. It's just Patrick Sandoval, 6.14 overall ERA, and over the last week, his ERA's 18. And maybe because I saw Sandoval get knocked around a bit, that I'm wondering why the number is what it is. But I'm taking Cleveland here, and we're taking the Mets in the first 5. Nats at Cubs was really expensive. We thought about it. Alzolay is expensive already. It's John Lester for the Nationals at Adbert Alzolay for the Cubs. It's just too expensive. Can't touch it. Pitching matchup of the day, Rockies. You've got Gray going against Darvish and the Padres. The Padres kept it rolling. Impressive series. The Padres needed it, and they had guys step up and get it done for them. I'm really impressed with the Padres. I thought they were going to lose that series. They end up sweeping it. They really do play well at home. The Padres are so dangerous at home, which is the reason why I was so impressed with Milwaukee, how Milwaukee went in there and played so well at San Diego when they were at full strength. But San Diego's hot. This will be a good game. But if you were watching yesterday, it's hard not to mention, so we're just going to get right into it. I was watching the A's game because we put 750 on it. We were so sure of the A's, especially since they got just heartbreak hill over there with Sano getting a late home run in the game before. And the A's are just plain good. I like watching the A's, and wow, you want to talk about a resilient team. The umpires were abysmal. It was bad early. And you got to hand it to Braden and Kipe for keeping it together and not just tearing into these guys. Because it was woefully bad, man. It was bad again. It was bad. And then it didn't get any better later on in that play at the plate. I guess it's not as definitive as maybe you want to see, but man, his shirt moves. He's tagged. He's out. The throw's beating him. And for whatever reason, they don't want to change these calls, even though they have the technology to do it. And you don't have to be a rocket scientist there. And you can tell by the reaction in the dugout that he knew he was out. And it looked like he was out. And the video had him as out. The shirt looks like it moved to me, and I have no dog in that fight. So it just looks like another poor call. I'm not going to jump on him too hard for that. What I am worried about is the lack of accountability that's going to happen. They're not going to explain it. They're just going to say that's how it is and go away, and that's what we kind of got to get away from. So I'm not harping on that. Everybody knows how I feel about those umpires. But today's matchup, Mets at Braves, that's the marquee on a limited slate. I've got Taijuan Walker first 5 against Max Fried. And then later on we've got Cleveland welcoming LA back home. The Angels get a rude awakening at their place with Cleveland waiting, I think. It's a short episode today, but we've got a short slate. We'll be back tomorrow because we're going to do 162.